Hi and Assalamualaikum Madam. We are from CS2485B2, Group C. We'll be discussing on our research proposal topic which is sleep deprivation among university students. Let's meet our group. We have Salwa Nur Ain binti Suhaili, Siti Nur Adlina Yusrina binti Nur Azizan, Farah Ashikin binti Jumain and also Aimi Iwani binti Zairul Hisham.
Assalamualaikum Madam. My name is Salwa Nur Ain binti Suhaili. My student ID is 2021196345 and I will be present about the background of study and previous study. Okay, firstly is background of study and what is sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation means a lack of sleep. And how many hours should an university student take a sleep? Okay, it is estimated for an adult to take around 7 to 9 hours per night. And why should someone take an enough sleep? Okay, this is because we as a human, we need to recharge our body and ourselves, and it also to prevent us from getting any sicknesses. And lastly, what will be discussed in this study is we will going to discuss about the factors, the effects, and the solutions to the sleep deprivation among university students.
Assalamualaikum Madam Ashikin. I am Aimiwani binti Zarisham and my student ID is 202113209. I will presenting problem statement and also purpose of study. Did you know that lack of sleeping is becoming increasingly common among students, particularly university students. So basically, as we all know, sleep is a crucial element for human health and existence, including for learning and practice, but also physical and mental wellness. According to various research, insufficient sleep increased frequency of short-term sleep late and getting up early all have influence on learning capacity, academic performance, and neurobehavioral processes. In this regard, students are relatively sensitive to sleep problems and the development of the condition among them. Thus, there are two problems that we identify in our research study. Firstly, students who attend public or private university are frequently troubled by a lack of sleep. It happens because certain courses need them to do a task that will take a long time to accomplish. Those students are forced to subsist on a few hours of sleep. Secondly, students are more prefer to spend their leisure time on other things rather than sleeping in order to relieve stress from the course assessments. As a result, it's critical for students to acquire adequate sleep in order to do well in their academic studies. Okay, we move to the purpose of study. Each research study must understand the objective of the study in order to be the next guide of the case study. College students are frequently sleep deprived. Sleep deprivation may have an impact on one's overall health and performance in the classroom as well as in the work, which means post-graduation, where it has become a common problem in our society. Hence, our focus in research project is to identify sleep quality among students university and the factor influencing it.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum Madam. My name is Siti Nur Adlina Yusrina. So, I will be presenting and discussing on my parts, which is objectives, research questions, and also methodology. As for the objectives, we have three main objectives. First, we will identify the satisfaction experience among students on their daily sleeping quality. Secondly, we will investigate the frequency of students that have sleep deprivation nowadays. Lastly, we will determine the relationship between quality of sleep among students and the frequency of students who do not have a quality of sleep. These three objectives will be deeply discussed in our report. Then, I will be continue with research questions. As we all know that research questions has related with the objectives. Therefore, there are several questions that might related to our objective. Firstly, which sleeping quality certified students. How many students have a hard time getting quality sleeps? And lastly, we will discover on what is the relationship between sleeping quality and quantity of students have a hard time sleeping.
Assalamualaikum, madam. My name is Farah Ashiki binti Jumain. My student ID is 2021114891. So today, I'm going to present my slides about the significance of study and also scope and limitation of study. First of the significance of our study is this study that we conducted together can be able to give some awareness to all students regarding their unhealthy sleeping pattern. The data would show how many students are having sleep deprivation, which can cause the student to realize that the consequences of not being sensitive about their sleeping patterns might give an impact on them. Hence, it can make the student change their habits before late. Second, this study also can be significant by giving information to the public people, such as our parents, relatives, and friends, about the problem that these students face regarding their sleeping routines. For example, the symptoms that the students show, such as poor concentration in class, might be one of the indicators of sleep deprivation. This can help the parents to monitor their children's usual sleeping routines and advise their children to sleep early. Lastly, this study can be useful for many comprehensive studies in the future by referring to our information and data collected. It can contribute to the progress of full-scale studies related to sleep deprivation. This can give the other researchers insight into the concerns the sample students that we use nowadays face about their sleeping patterns. Therefore, it can be a part of a data in academic journal writing too. Next, I am going to discuss about scope and limitation of our study. Our sample we are estimated to be between 20 and 40 of UiTM students as well as non-UiTM students. We want to vary our sample by taking into consideration those students who are not studying at UiTM also. Next, the age of our respondents were between 18 years old and 24 years old. This is the suitable age where most of them are still a student and easy for us to get a participation from them to answer the questionnaire. Also, we are using Google Form as our questionnaire platform that is collected from 22nd of May to the 18th of June this year. However, we have faced some difficulties in our studies. Firstly, we use a small sample size. We only take 20 to 40 respondents only. Secondly, our respondent age is a student who is between 18 and 24 years old. Hence, it is possible that the findings of this study do not apply to students who are outside that range of age. Lastly, due to COVID-19 that hit Malaysia currently, we need to adhere to standard operating procedures, SOP, where close physical contact is strictly prohibited. Therefore, we are using online questionnaires through Google Form as our method to collect the data. That is all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next is the previous study, which was referred to 4 articles. And the first article is by Xiao Chou Liu and Didar O, which is about the sleep deprivation will lead to an illnesses. Okay, in this article, they made a correlation between the sleep deprivation and some illnesses. For example, the cardiovascular disorder, respiratory disorder, and more. And they also state that if someone sleeps less than 7 hours per night, they will easily get sick. Okay, then the second article we were referring to was by Noris Madiana, which is about the factors that lead to sleep deprivation. And they made a survey to some university students, and the result that they get is one of the three sample are having sleep deprivation, and they also see that there is a correlation between the age and the sleep deprivation. Other than that, there's also some papers that made by a researcher which is regarding to the factors, but they write about the factors of sleep quality, and they made a comparison between university students in Malaysia and India, and this paper was written by Daisy Moyonki in 2021, and as the result they found out there is the factors that affect the sleep quality are lifestyle behavior and environmental behavior. The last paper we were referred to was written by Christopher Seton, which is about the cureness or the solutions for the sleep deprivation. And some solutions that they made a suggestion was sleep-ins. And this study will give an understanding to the students on their sleep style and the consequences of it.
Next, I will jump into methodology. This study was conducted within UiTM students and non-UiTM students. The data will be collected from the respondents, estimated about 30 to 40 students. In this study, Google Form will be used to measure the level of sleep deprivation among students. The questionnaire will have most of it in multiple choice format, and also few of the questions need to be answered in the short statements. Therefore, the causes of the study will be identified based on the student's answer. The aim of the questionnaire is for the researchers to evaluate the frequency of sleep deprivation among students nowadays. This questionnaire will be conducted from 22nd of May to the 18th of June this year. I think that's all from us. Thank you.